champions. If you like being called a champion, put champion in the chat below. There's just a ring to that. There's something cool to that. When we say champion, there's so much words to that. It means you're a winner. It means you're an overcomer. It means also that you champion other people as well too. And who here is grateful? We're in a business where if you help enough people get what they want, you can get everything that you want, as Zig Ziglar said. My name is James Zhang. It's an honor to be your host and MC today. If we haven't met yet, I'm a chairperson level 2 with our incredible company, PartnerCo. And it's my biggest joy to see you thrive. And I know that might seem weird to you because we live in a world that people don't always want to see you thrive. Who here has ever met with that in the world before? There's some competition, there's some weird stuff out there, but we're in an organization, we're in a family here where we truly want to see everybody here win big. And how we're going to do that? Well, today on these academies, we want to give you the mindset. We want to give you the skill set. We want to give you the tactics. We want to give you the inspiration. We want to give you some special tools. And by the way, by the end of today, we're going to do a really cool giveaway as well too. Who here loves winning stuff? I don't care what it is, right? I just want to win. Just saying winning is really cool right there. So stay tuned. There's going to be something powerful with that. And we also have some special guests that we're going to have. So today you're going to hear from the success stories from Shea, Alissa, Pam, Sarah. I'm going to bring them up in just a little bit. They're rising stars. They're doing amazing things at various levels so you can learn the system of success. We're also going to introduce you in just a little bit to some of our incredible leaders that have done amazing things. Mr. Dana and Mrs. Amelia Harper, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Like, wow. I know they look amazing for being out there in Nigeria. Have them up later on today as well too. I actually have a special announcement I'm going to make later on as well. So life is going to be cool. But let's start out with a couple of overhead views. All right. One thing that I've learned in our business, and by the way, drop in the chat, how long have you been involved in PartnerCo now? Like, how long have you been involved in PartnerCo? Has it been a month? Has it been a day? Some of us have been a year, 3 months, 3 years, 1 year. Awesome. March 2024, 3.5 weeks. It's a good place to be at. Nice. 6 months, 7 weeks, almost a year, all different types, right? So we just left the biggest convention of our company's history. It's called PXP. If you went to PXP, put PXP in the comments below. There's our party people. We saw aspects of you and in parts of you that we never knew about. Some of you, when there's a dance floor, something different comes out. Like, you might be that really shy type, but there's a dance floor, there's some music. Wow. We saw some really cool things. It was inspiring. I am not the dancer. But with that said, we already have a cool video. I don't think this has been shared yet publicly, but are you guys okay if we get a special sneak peek preview of a really cool recap? I don't think they posted this yet. So I want to share with you something cool. So if you were there or if you weren't there, I'd encourage you, imagine you're here so you can get a taste of what this is. Here was our cool recap.
PXP, the world tour continues. I'm here in Orlando, Florida. The crowd is unlike anything I could even expect. People are coming with the excitement, with the energy. I can't wait to see how this event's gonna go.
This is where you meet other like-minded people that you make lifelong connections with.
We're here at PXP 24 and having an awesome time. I can hear the whole room pounding. There's 2,000 excited people jumping up and down.
We all are connectors of people. Let's grow PartnerCo as a company to the top.
We can go out there, make people well, change their life, change their finances.
PXP 24, yes, there's amazing products that came out. Yes, there's amazing marketing and branding that came out. But I think the biggest thing that I'll remember years from now is the way that the event made me feel.
PXP is all about the PartnerCo experience. The energy was electric. I love our PartnerCo community.
A positive attitude 24 hours a day and a burning desire that will run through a brick wall to change their family's life.
This PXP has been spectacular. More energy, more feeling, more accomplishment than I've ever seen. If you were not able to be with us at PXP 24, you have got to be at PXP 25.
Come on, PXP. Isn't that amazing? I saw so many of you guys in there. And here's a fun goal, by the way. This is why I remember I set this goal when I was brand new. It may or not be something that was interesting to you, but I remember seeing these recap videos and I'm like, one day I'm going to be like an A-list actor there. One day, like we'll be able to like speak on something like that. And it was like kind of trippy. It's like, wow, I'm actually saying something there. I say that not to gloat or anything. I say that because PartnerCo gives every single one of us an opportunity, right? Who here would love to be a feature on one of those recaps one day as well too, for whatever the reason is? There's an absolute opportunity for all of us here, right? That's our goal on being on this Champions Academy. So if you did not already get it yet, I know it's still a ways away, but a year flies by. PXP 25 is out there in Dallas, Texas. We get it on our cowboy and everything. If you already grabbed your ticket, by the way, put a me in the comments below if you got it. Leaders, go and grow events and set your flag because we're rolling in deep. Just for some perspective, right? Where are we at as a company? What are you a part of? We're in a company that last year, to give you some perspective, from Africa, let's go. Good job, everyone, on grabbing your ticket. Last year, when we did the first PXP, we had 2,000 people worldwide go to a PXP. Right now, this year, did you know that actually, as we speak, they are doing a road show. Corporate is in Milan, Italy. Come on, say less to go there. They are doing a PXP there, which is amazing. And then they're going to end off in Japan. They went to China, then Orlando, then to Milan, then to Japan. In total, there was 8,000 people around the world for these big events. We quadrupled in 1 year. Next year, we're expecting at Dallas, Texas to go from 2,000. They say 5,000. How about you? I think we're going to get to 10,000 plus. Like that's because this team, how big do we want? I think this team wants to be 10,000. Like this team, you guys, we're going to do some amazing things together. So be sure to grab your ticket and we're going to be driving to that and everything. All right. Along the way, I want to give one other update as well. There are also going to be some local events. You're going to see PartnerCo. They're really investing in the field. So throughout the year, they might be coming to a city near you. My encouragement would be go to where the fire is. Go to where the action is. We have Memphis, Tennessee coming up, actually. Tickets have been announced on this. This is November 2nd. Is anyone here going to this, by the way? I'm going. Yeah. Even with little baby here, doing a quick trip here. It's going to be so cool. But if you're around the area, drivable, if you want to fly, you can as well too. It's not an expectation. Like I'm not expecting the Harpers to fly from Africa for this one. They can, they want. But yeah, you got your ticket. Awesome. They will be announcing the actual details. You guys are superstars, by the way. The tickets went up and there are no details on where we're going, what the hotel is or anything. You guys are just like, I'm getting my ticket. That's how leaders go. That's how champions do it, guys. They're just, they say yes, they tell the world, they figure it out. So we're gonna go. So Monday, Dr. Pia, you'll find out where you're going to. So that's coming up, and be sure to stay tuned for all of that. All right. So what is our mission here? Well, our goal week after week is to continue to grow you and continue to grow your business. And as you have your big, what I call God-sized goal, something you really want in your business, something you want for your life, something you're envisioning for the next PXP 2025, week by week is where the magic is at. And what we're submitting to you is a simple system, a simple framework, I was chatting, one of my good friends, Jay Bell, is on the line. We have history together. And I was giving him some updates yesterday. He gave me a message like at midnight or something last night. I was knocked out. And he saw this system. He's like, bro, this is so simple, because we've broken down this system. If you want to achieve the dreams you have in your business, if you want to get all the ranks, who you want to win the trips, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, maybe things like Bali, like all these things, to win them, we've boiled it down to a simple 3-step framework. Number 1, every day we have a call that we just initiated. I'm going to have the founders of this call to talk about it later today, called Breakfast of Champions. All right, this call is a 30-minute daily personal development, so you can grow so you can become the champion that you want to be. Who here made at least one of these calls earlier this week? Yeah, man, wow. Like, oh my gosh, crazy. I can't believe we're getting this every single day. So make that every day, or make the replay. We have them all on replay. bocpodcast.com is a replay. Number 2, every day, if you want to attract more customers and partners into your business, every day, make 2 posts on your Facebook. Simple post. In the morning, make a personal lifestyle post. Your family, your dog, your kids, your grandkids, whatever you want, right? So make a personal post to build your personal brand. Number 2, in the afternoon, evening, make a post on the drops. All right. And we have those in our boards, so you don't have to think about it. Just post it to expose with what we call the engagement sandwich. So engage on 10 people's Facebook feeds before you post, then engage on 10 other people's Facebook feeds. When you love on other people, they love on back to you. All right, good job on doing that this week. And the last part of the 1, 2, 3 system is to get 3 enrollments a week personally. Lead from the front. 2 customers, aim for 2 customers, 1 activated partner at 200 points. As you do this, if you do this every week, and then you duplicate this with your partners every week, did you know that in 8 weeks, we did the math, 8 weeks, you could be at $10,000 a month in your business. Like 12 weeks, you can win the trip. It's crazy how our business works. So with that said, I do want to ask, I love what James Leonard put in the chat. Who here honestly did 3 enrollments yourself last week? Put a 3 in the comments if you did that. Like, huge congrats. Sarah did it. We're about to interview her. Joanne did it. James Leonard did it. Awesome. Congratulations. Robin used the system, got 1 brand partner, 3 enrollments, 5 new customers, 3 new customers from Joni, 2 each from Donna, our newest senior officer. Come on. 3. Good job, Angie. Eric. Wow. Guys, the system works. Robin is a new director. Congratulations. There's so many promotions now. It's hard to keep track in a good way. I did my 3. I did my 3 too. So if we all do these daily dues, these weekly dues, you're going to see how this whole thing scales. But how do we do that? Well, what I've learned is you have to first be inspired to know that you can do it. And then you have to be equipped on knowing how to do it. So I want to do, and what's special about these champions calls, these academies, is we want to bring up champions. We want to not just talk about how to do it. Why don't we just learn from people that have actually done it? So who here is ready to learn straight from people that have been there and done that? They're doing amazing things. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So no particular order. I'm going to bring up Pam up first. So let me see if I got Pam. What's up, Pam?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning. First, tell us, where are you from?
So I'm here in the sunny Temecula, California.
Oh, we're neighbors, so I'm talking about. Awesome. And are you at work right now?
I'm going to be leaving for work.
Oh man, thank you for joining us today. So Pam, I know you just got started. You did some amazing things in your business, but tell us, what have you seen happen in your business and what did you do to get there?
So I've noticed I was with a different company prior with Sandy, and I had no experience at all prior to that. And so when Sandy, told me about PartnerCo, I see a lot of nurses on today's call. So, us nurses were very we're all about the science. So I'm like, Sandy, tell me the science behind this, you know? If I'm gonna do this, I wanna make sure I know what I'm talking about. I wanna promote this. I wanna know the science behind it. I wanna know it works. So she gave me all the tools that I needed. You know, the boards app, the Telegram app, those have all been very useful because I'm not very tech savvy. I'm not a social media person. So, you know, the nice thing about this company is you have all the tools that you need. And really, I followed the 5-step program, and I would do the 2 posts. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't do the 2 posts because time.
Yeah.
But I was pretty consistent with the posting, and I just started getting inquiries. You know, as a healthcare professional, I think people value your opinion and your advice, and so I think that helped me a lot as well. But yeah, I mean, everything has been very good so far. I didn't expect it to be this fast.
Good. Congratulations. How many customers or partners have you already enrolled?
I don't know.
Sandy, do you know?
I'm still getting familiarized with the back office.
No worries, no worries. If you were to guess, how many people do you think bought from you?
I don't know, maybe 30, 40, some, I don't know. I
Wait,
have no idea.
did you just say 30 bought from you?
Yeah.
And how long have you been involved? Like, how long was it after you started posting? How long ago was that?
A little less than a month.
So a month, you're telling me that you got a customer a day for the last month.
Yes.
Wow. My gosh. And you're getting paid too, right?
Yes.
How does it feel to get paid? Like, how does the pay feel relative to the work that you're doing? I'm just curious.
It's nice. You know, you feel like, oh, I'm getting paid to post stuff on social media. You know, we do a lot harder work
Yes, right?
in our real jobs.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Pam, I'm mind blown actually. I was like, what? Like, wow. Congratulations. Thank you for your genuineness. Thank you for your authenticity. Like, it's so relatable and it's so inspiring. And thanks for taking the time even before you go to work. We love our nurses, by the way. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an awesome day.
All right, you too. Bye,
Oh,
everyone.
gosh, see ya, see ya. Wow. Gosh, and everyone's different, right? I want to make sure that you understand we all have different backgrounds. You see, Pam has a nursing background. Does that help? Yeah. For me, when I got started, I was a 19-year broke college student. Will I post and get 30 customers in the first month? Maybe not. But the principles remain, because Pam also wasn't who she was today. I also wasn't who I was today. But this is what I would think. Who here knows some nurses? Does anyone here know some nurses? Yeah, you can recruit a Pam. Like, that's what I love. You don't need it yourself, but if you know another nurse, use Pam's story. So 30 drops, I mean, that's going to be at least $1,000 to $2,000, guys. That's not bad for a part-time gig, getting paid to post. Come on. Next up, I want to bring up a special friend, Miss Alissa Circle. And it was so fun because Alissa had gone onto a training and then she heard about posting on Facebook and then took some action. I love your hat, by the way. Welcome, Alissa.
Hi.
Thanks
Hi. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited. This is so fun. I'm like pumped up already this morning. If you guys hear whistles blowing, I apologize. My daughter's at a flag football tournament. We just scored a touchdown. So if I'm over here.
Let's go.
And then simultaneously, I'm signing up a new brand partner right now. So we're just having a good morning this morning.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been a part of other network marketing businesses before who I've never been set up for success the way I have been at PartnerCo. And I believe that is hugely in part to our founders, but also you, James, and just the way that you and Becky lead so well, so solid, and just what you've created as this like path to success. And I will tell you guys, like when I first joined, I was like, I've done this before. I don't need the scripts. I don't need to follow the path. And I was skeptical, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try it and see if it works. And it has worked. It's been so fun. I joined a month ago. I hit senior supervisor and ultimate in 3.5 weeks. Signed up my first brand partner earlier this week. She's like rocking towards ultimate, did her launch post yesterday. And then I had a potential customer I've been talking to for a couple days, just like 5 minutes ago, say, I think I actually just want to join as a brand partner and build this business.
Wow.
So all that to say, the system really does work. I live on Instagram. And so like that is where I had a lot of my sales success to begin with. And now I'm back over my old friend Facebook and posting in the morning, posting in the afternoon. And so I found a lot of success in like conversations that I've been having. So all that to say, you guys use the training tools, use the scripts, send the videos, because they really do work, and they are there to set you up for success. And so James, I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to Corey Clark, who's my mentor. Shout out to Corey. She's been legit amazing. And so I have not been this excited about a company in a very long time. So wow. I just feel like God had me here on purpose, for a purpose, and I'm just excited to see what he does.
Amen to that. Quick question, Alissa. So you posted on Facebook, and it's true, right? Because someone said like, well, I'm not a Facebook person. We decided to just give it a shot. And I think, correct me wrong, was the post you started at, did you make a pin? It was the pin post, a color block. Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I actually went in and did a personal post first. And then I interacted with several people that I, normally don't interact with on Facebook, did some liking, did some commenting. Yeah. And then about an hour later, I did that pin post you just shared.
The engagement sandwich, you got traction. You're doing the do. And how many customers and partners have you gotten since making that post? That was like on Tuesday, I think, right?
That was on Tuesday. So I have a brand partner that's signing up today. And I have like 6 people right now that I'm talking to about drops, and I'm working on trying to upsell them into some Renew or some Sugar Stop or whatever. So lots of great conversations. And then I have several going on Instagram as well. And then in my real life, it's great. I have my trusty drops in my bag today to take them.
Come on. The good old fashioned way. Bring them wherever you go. Alissa,
that's
congratulations. Right. Guys, let's throw a bunch of love for Alissa. So proud of you, and early congrats to your daughter's team winning, because she's a champion.
Yes. She is a champion. That's right. They're winning right now, so we'll see.
Let's go. Guys, I hope you're picking up some little details, because even for me, you know why I'm shocked? Because I'm expecting something different. I'm expecting like a new thing. But it really is the basics and the fundamentals, and over the course of time, do some incredible things. Next up, I want to bring up somebody that does the do all the time. And she also is expanding elsewhere, because our basics is do what we talked about, but also be creative, like express yourself as well too. So we got Miss Sassy Shea on the line. How are you, sister?
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, because I have in my AirPods, and normally I'm like just yelling at my phone. So yeah, I do things a little different. If you guys don't know me, my name is Shea Brennigan, but everybody calls me Sassy Shea. It's on my social media. And like the 2 previous ladies said, it's about consistency, following the systems. I too came from a previous MLM company, and the trainings were not relatable. They didn't see, there's like nothing in place. It was just go message, go do this. And I'm like, well, that's just Facebook, or that's just Instagram. Like, what about all the other tools? So when I came over here, hey, Robin, when I came here and they're like, oh, we have boards and we have everything for you. I'm like, what do you mean? I use boards for like my notes for my team. So my best advice is, and this is what, and James, I think you wanted me to explain how I went from director to officer in 4 days.
Yes, guys, that's like what? Senior director, vice president, senior vice president. That's like 4 major titles to a 6-figure position. So yeah.
It was crazy. So like James had said earlier, there are boards with systems and like everything's written out for you. And we had a 7-day challenge. And I thought, I wasn't being consistent. I was just like, the post and pray where people are going to be like, we don't see anything, but just every now and then. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do this bet. I will go and do this 7-day challenge. And I thought to myself, why am I just stopping at Instagram? And I turned that into posting on TikTok and also posting on Facebook, which then resulted into Facebook stories, TikTok stories, but it automatically posts in threads. So I was hitting all 5, I don't know why I see my big old face, all 5 areas. And so I went beyond the 7 days and I started being, I don't want to use the word dumb, but my biggest tip is if your makeup, if your hair, you have a piece of hair sticking out or you dribble, like I dribbled my drops down I just kept filming and I posted it because people want to see real people. They don't want to see someone that's perfect and their house is tidy and their chandeliers, hanging down and they're properly taking their stuff. Y'all, I've been walking in the grocery store at Lululemon inside of a sports bar. There was beers around me, but I'm film you doing the drops anywhere because then people are like, she's in her car. Is she at a stoplight? Is she picking up her kids? Is she in the parking lot? And you're filming. And those were some of my biggest attractor factor reels that went viral on TikTok. And I thought, spell something wrong because you know what's going to happen. People are going to correct you. And those comments are going to get going in the algorithm. And then people start arguing, saying, it's just a post. Are you the Facebook police, the comments police? And it's getting your video into the algorithm. So don't mess up good for perfect. Be yourself, follow the systems, use the caption hooks. We have our amazing leaders, and James L., thank you for all your technical and mentorship that you do. Also, he is amazing in the system that he's putting out. But so that week that my videos went viral, I said, what do I do? I had 2,500 comments, and it was literally me sitting at a bar, filming myself doing the drops and doing the captions and all the things that they said to do. And it just went, people want to be healthy when they see homeopathic. And then I started putting things that relate to me. Like if as a tired mom of 5, you'll never believe what I found. So for me, it was like, as a woman over 40 who suffers with thyroid, fibromyalgia, and menopause, you post things that you can be, who's relatable. Y'all, I swear, I'm drinking my shake right here. I can really, really talk. So when those went off, it became overwhelming. I involved my team to help me out. But James wanted me to share that I got like 130 something customers that week, which resulted in like a $3,500 a week paycheck.
Wow.
How is that possible? Just be consistent, be goofy, be silly, be yourself. You want to build that know, like, and trust factor when people are like, they can't wait to see your next video. And even if you think it looks horrible, you're going to be helping somebody. Nobody's looking for perfect. They're looking for who can help me, who's transparent and relatable. So I post I have not missed a day. I post 2 to 3 times a day. I do the sandwich also, but I just go hog wild on TikTok because you never know. It just takes that 1 or 2 video and then people keep coming back for more.
Wow. $3,500 in a week, guys. I mean, just by you're getting paid to post. I love that phrase from today. Shea, that was so rock solid, and congratulations, because consistency is key. How many days do you think you've been posting for now consistently?
I started it, I think it was the last week of July, last week of June. Yep. And that's when we started that 7-day challenge. And I just kept continuing and just look at all the updated scripts that we had back in boards and using the hooks and the captions, and then just adding my little sassiness to it to attract those people that follow me for my humor.
She's hilarious. If you're not following Shea yet, follow her. But the key that I caught, see, I remember when we launched this, and by the way, if you're not familiar with what Shea's talking about, in all of our team boards, we have Cindy and Lindsay did an amazing viral reels training, and it's worked across the world. I have people in Australia going viral. We've gone viral, like multiple people. But a challenge that Lindsay put on this, Dr. Pia here is like, Dr. Pia Washington, put in the chat, how many followers do you have now on Instagram? Like, she's like super famous now. But Lindsay talked about 90 to 120 days. Dr. P has 22,000 followers starting from 500. Most people I saw got excited and they stopped. Shea kept on going. Dr. Pia kept on going. That's why, Shea, you're getting the results that you are, because you lasted and you're consistent. So huge congratulations to that. And thanks for sharing. Amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Guys, who here already got one nugget from today? Put a 1 in the comments. I'm going to end with one more amazing story as well too. But next up, we got the one and only amazing Sarah Marie. How are you, Sarah?
Good. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being on. I just love how you come across. You're so peaceful. Like, I just feel joy and enthusiasm and everything. So I heard your story and I was just like, wait, what? Like, I had to do a double take. But do you mind sharing a little bit about how you got involved in PartnerCo and then what you did and what started to happen?
All right, sure. Well, I first was interested in the drops personally. So I went ahead and clicked and ordered. And then right away, I turned to my social media and said, I'm going to do this. Does anybody want to do it with me? I did sign up to be a brand partner because I was like, I got to get that savings. And so I had no idea even what the company's really name was. I knew I was getting the drops. And I was going to do it. And I wanted to see if any friends wanted to do it with me. And I was shocked. Several people, I did put some information from the person who I ordered it. So they knew what it was, but I was shocked. A few people jumped on and went ahead like that evening and bought. So I was like, okay, well, maybe more people need to know about these drops. So I started just sharing a few testimonies that I was seeing from the group. And it just kind of like snowballed. So I truly believe God gave this in my plate and was like, okay, you have to help people get this this great product. Not only that, but I'm learning so much more about all the other products. So I'm seeing that this is such a value for just more than the drops, but so much of people's health that a lot of people struggle with.
So amazing. Gosh, guys, who here's down to make that simple post? I'm doing this. Who wants to do it with me? So simple. So simple, my gosh. And now, I mean, how many customers and partners have you enrolled? Your business has exploded, hasn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, thank you. Yeah. I think the other thing is just like creating excitement for it. So I think in the last, I've been doing it for a little over 3 weeks. I've had 66 customers sign up, and I just went through going through the tree. I think there's 19 brand partners that I've signed up.
Dang.
I know. So it's like, what can I do to support all these customers and brand partners? They're on their journey. So trying my best to walk them through the experience myself, and then, keep them in the know of new products that are coming out. And the sugar stop's a huge one. So I'm not shy of telling them when new customers reach out, I better tell you about new products because you're going to want them after you click and get your drops. So that's been a lot of success. But I think the thing for me is I'm walking the path with them. So I'm not here to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you my experience and then show you other people who have had success, and let's do it together kind of mentality.
Hey, I think that sounds familiar with PartnerCo's Better Together. You're literally living that out right now. And last question, I know you're super humble, but I mean, your business has been paying very well. There's a closed audience, there's all partners and everything. How much have you made already in your first, month or so with the company? A couple weeks.
Well, I think in the first 19 days, I had hit over 5,000.
$5,000.
I know my husband's saying the same thing.
Wow. That's nuts. Congratulations. And super well deserved. I love your heart. And that's what I hear and feel the most of everything. But thank you for sharing with us, Sarah Marie, newest vice president. Congrats.
Thanks, team. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Guys, is anyone else inspired today? And, this is what I would take from this, because I think learning how to learn is an important thing. We're about to get into the Harpers, but one thing I want to encourage you is, as a champion, how do you draw inspiration? Can I be honest and vulnerable with you guys today? Like, very honest. Because I started my business with no following. I had no friends. Like, I did not have all this type of influence coming in. And I remember I would hear stories like this. And to be very honest with you, on the outside, I would be clapping. Good for you. On the inside, I'm like, man, I suck. Man, it must be nice. Gosh, they have all this influence. Oh man, Pam's a nurse and all these things. And I would not allow myself to be inspired. I would actually let it take me down. And what I realized was this, is I was receiving inspiration the wrong way. You see, that which we cannot bless, we will not be able to receive. So my encouragement is this, because someone else's success is not your path. Every single one of us have a God-ordained path, and they're all amazing. There's good plans for every single one of us, but your chapter 20 will look completely different from someone else's chapter 1. So when I started to realize this, and I started to realize I was blocking my blessing, and it was a really big challenge. Sometimes I'd feel the burn. I'd be like, oh man, if they could do it, I could do it. And that's okay. Sometimes you'd be completely deflated. Like, man, I just want to quit after seeing that. But you know what I realized is the healthy way to look at success, and that's what I want in our community, is when I see another success, I want to legitimately, genuinely celebrate them. Because I realize if I can celebrate them, then that's also affirming what is possible for me as well too. Inspiration is in spirit, meaning if you see something that puts a glimmer in your eye, that means there's an aspect of that seed that is also within you as well too. It's resonating with your spirit. Does this make sense, guys? Put something in the chat if this makes sense at all. And it changed my life. I'm very competitive by nature, by the way. I hate losing. But what I realize is collaboration is more powerful. And if we are truly better together, now I can look at everyone, whether they're chairperson 5,000 and they're crushing it, or they are someone brand new and doing amazing. And I'm like, rock on. If they have more, does not mean I have less. If they have more, it means that you have more as well too. We're in an abundant place. There's billions of people in the world, guys. We have 100 something people on the line right now. We're far from saturation. Anywho, just want to chime that in there because week after week, our goal is to share more stories. And there's just so much amazing things happen. And my encouragement to you, especially if you're in a week where you're like, man, I don't know if this is working for me, lean in because that's the training, that's the tip you absolutely needed to hear. One idea can change your life. All right. So if you're committed to that, put a me in the comments below. And I have the honor of introducing to us our special guest trainers. We have the incredible Dana and Amelia Harper, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Can you guys hear us okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear us? That's the question.
I can hear you guys. I'm used to this. I'm used to this dynamic now from the Breakfast of Champions calls, So I just want to honor these two. And I think honor is so important for everybody, right? But the Harpers have come in, and after PXP was done, we were masterminding and asking, how do we serve our people better? That's a question for everyone, right? How do you serve your people better? That's what I heard from Sarah. That's what I heard from Shea. That's what I heard from Pam. That's what I heard from Alissa. How do we serve our people better? And the Harpers brought up an idea called the Breakfast of Champions. It's something they've ran for over 10 years. And they said, hey, what if we do this? And they took it, they ran with it, and they blessed all of us with this initiative. And I wanted to bring you guys on the line here. First, thank you and for doing that. But I want to bring you on the line because you've built with this call for over a decade and you've built amazing businesses. I wanted to ask you for what it is, what the tips are, and how we can utilize this better. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I just tossed it to you.
And I do have to say that, again, we're in Nigeria, so third world problems. Sometimes the internet acts up. So I'm on one internet, my wife's in a second. So yeah, we'll make it through. But yeah, this BOC call is something that, just like you mentioned, pouring into people. We feel that it's been just an absolute lifeline for our organization that allowed our organization to have a very high retention where people just, even when there's a short period of time that we stopped our BOC calls, we had an influx of people that were messaging us saying, we need it, bring it back, because it was something that brought energy to each and every person's life, motivation, inspiration every single day. And so that is one of the powerful things about it, right? But how can we really make the most out of it. In fact, I think, James, the topic you wanted us to talk about was leveraging the BOC to build your business, right?
Yes.
Leveraging the BOC to build your business. Because again, we may initially look at the BOC as something for me, right? What can I receive from this? It's personal development that I'm receiving. But we're going to tell you the secret, right? Because yes, there's a twofold purpose. It's there to give you a chance to develop the champion within you. But for those who understand, you can use it to build your business and build a long-lasting, a stable, strong business of people that are growing, people that are becoming champions themselves. So if you don't mind, I'm going to share a screen real quick. We're going to talk about just the purpose of the BOC, right? The purpose of the BOC, because again, we naturally think about the fact that it's there to build us up. And it's true. It is a platform of growth, of personal growth for you, for me, to help build you up. That's the obvious part. But maybe the part that's not so obvious, the second one, is that it's also a platform of growth to build and motivate daily your team. So as your team is plugging into this, right? I mean, think about this. How great would it be to have something each and every day that you don't have to do, right? But your team is getting fired up that day to go take action, to go do their daily call to action, right, for the day. And so this builds your business. And then the third, and probably the least obvious, is that it's an exposure event for guests, which is also a way to build your business. We, over the years, have always invited guests onto these calls. In fact, what I'll tell you is, one of the ways I invite guests to these calls, I invite them on. I say, listen, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday. You're going to love to hear it. It's some great, inspiration, motivation from some of the top earners and top performers in the company. But again, it's all about ease of entry, right? I tell them, I say, but listen, it's just a dial in. You just dial in, just can listen to it. No one will even know you're on. But even if you can get on for the first 5 minutes, just get on for the first 5 minutes. You're going to be so impressed to hear all the callers from all around the world that join us on this call every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand that when you're exposing a guest, sometimes they are thinking that PartnerCo is just you, right? Like it's like something that you're doing from your basement, whatever. And so people need to see social proof. And when they jump on a call, something very easy, ease of entry, right? They just dial a number and they jump on and they hear a roll call. If any of you been on the BOC this past week, how was those roll calls? Wasn't it like just crazy? You're just hearing callers from all over the world. And what happens is, and I've heard this so many times from prospects, they're like, wow, there's a lot of people that are involved in this. And of course, often I sell the 5 minutes, and usually the 5 minutes after the roll call, they stay on for the whole call, right? So we use this to build our business. But because there's 3 reasons to a BOC. Number one, if it was only number one, then we wouldn't need this call. But since this is to help you build your business, to help motivate your team, and also for guests, it's very important that these calls run smooth. And that's why there's a little bit of etiquette. There's a little bit of an etiquette that we do on these calls. And maybe my wife can kick off a little bit about the etiquette.
Well, yeah, when we were talking about the intro of the call, man, it's just fire. How many of you feel that excitement when you hear everyone doing the roll call and saying their name, and it's so exciting? Imagine being somewhere and you put your call on speakerphone. You got that one person that's like, what is she doing? And all they're hearing is all that excitement. It can be very, very exciting, right? So one thing we want to make sure that everyone doesn't miss out on that intro of the call. So you want to get on that call 2 or 3 minutes early, right? Make sure you let your guests know to get on the call 2 or 3 minutes early and participate in that roll call. And there are a few key things that you want to keep in mind to make sure that the call benefits you, your team, and your guest, okay? So these are the things that we want to make sure that we get to play team. Because how many of you used to be in a live meeting, like what do we used to call it? those meetings where
like,
we're all sitting there.
like a hotel meeting.
The hotel meetings. I know it's been
Yeah.
so long now. I'm like, where you go? But you remember when you're there and everyone gets in there, there's music playing, and everyone's coached to play, play team, right? Welcome the guests, be excited, and then everyone gets to participate in the call. What if the speaker says, hey, how many of you have taken the drops? And only 2 people put their hand up. Just 2. And then the guest looks around, they're like, oh, I guess it's not really working. So in a way, the intro of the call, even though it's a conference call, we all get to play a part, right? For that prospect to feel excited, feel fired up, and that newest person to get excited. So when the speaker or the host says, hey, everyone, say your name and where you're calling from, guess what? Everyone's participating. Everyone's saying their name, where they're calling from, and it leads to that excitement in that introduction of the call.
And this is very, very important to understand because, any speaker will tell you, even if it's an in-person event, they will tell you that the speaker is only as good as the audience, right? Yeah. So showing up these calls, if you want it to be a call that benefits your team for a long time, benefits your guests for a long time, then you have to look at it more as, you're showing up with 2 roles. Remember at the events, home events or meeting weekly events, there's a saying. They said, if you had a good day, if you're excited, everything went right, then the meeting needs you, right? If you had a bad day, then you need the meeting, right? If you had a bad day, you need the meeting. You need to go. You have to get that inspiration. But if you had a good day, the meeting needs you. The same is the case in these calls. Is you show up with 2 roles. Some days you need the information from the call personally. You need it to inspire you, to motivate you, because maybe you're just having a bad day or you had a bad day the night before. But sometimes you're having a great day. Things are going well. Well, guess what? The call needs you. They need to hear your excitement. So when that first couple minutes of the call starts, it's so important that you do a few things to participate, because we all participate, not just the speaker, not just the host. We all participate in this call. So let's talk about a few etiquettes, right? That we can do. Go ahead, babe.
Yes. So we're going to talk about being on time. Talk about 2 to 3 minutes early. That way you can participate in that part of the call. You get to be a part of that, right? The speaker feeds off of you. The host feeds off of you. The guest is excited. Your team's excited. It's just absolutely wonderful. Number 2, a quiet environment. Make sure just for that 2 or 3 minutes, might be at work, might be, in the car, maybe you were jamming to something and, just for 2 or 3 minutes, have a quiet environment just for that part of the call, okay? Because it's very, very important. So find a quiet space, or, if you have to, we don't want you to mute yourself, but if you have to, just, place the call on mute, but make sure you remember to unmute yourself for the roll call, okay?
Yes. There's a rule of thumb that we like to tell people is that if there's background noise going around you, assume that everyone else can hear it. Just assume it.
And how many of you, maybe you heard some stuff, the first couple of calls last week, we got some text messages like, oh my gosh, you heard what she said? We don't want to know your business. Neither does the guest. Okay. So just keep it for 2 or 3 minutes, a little quiet background noise, and then participate in the opening of the call. So number 3 is never, ever mute, or when the touch tone says to unmute yourself, press do not touch it. Do not unmute yourself. Don't touch the tone. We will handle everything. In fact, I want you guys to give a high five to our amazing moderators. They're on the call right now, our incredible hosts, our amazing speakers. I mean, it's a whole teamwork that happens for this call to operate wonderfully. They're all online. Thank you all so much. The moderator does a really good job to unmute everyone when it needs to happen, so you don't have to worry about it. So thank you guys so much that work in the back end. Now, number 4 is use the support chat, okay? So during the call, when everyone's muted and the speaker is talking, how excited were you guys in the Warrior Movement support chat? And I gotta give it back to Mr. James Zhang. He's in there, and all of you, you're commenting what the speaker is saying, and it's so exciting. And the newest partner is like, wow, This is great. And do you know what happens when everyone starts to comment in the support chats? People that aren't on get FOMO, and then they join the call, and then we see the numbers go up another like 10-15%. So you see how amazing that is. So please comment in the chats, be excited, write the points that you're taking away. Just everyone, we're playing team here, right? And then number 5, Dana, I think you want to
quick thing on that as well too, Harpers, if you don't mind. So we have various team support chats, which is great. Sorry, yes. I unshared your screen. It was so good.
No,
so
I did it.
Whatever, yeah, use whatever support chats you're in, but be the bringer to that. And I love that. It does boost up by 10 to 15%. So fun.
It does.
Absolutely.
Yes. So use the support chats.
And I do want to say one thing, going back to that environment, quiet environment number 2. And again, no one knows this until we tell you. So we're telling you this now. When you dial in, the system will automatically say your name. Please say your name. The system says that, but that's actually not part of our system, right? To do that, because we want everyone to hold everyone to the roll call to say your name. So as you're getting on, even though the system tells you say your name, just instead, when you get on, you can say good morning. Make sure you're in a quiet location. If you're not, you can definitely put yourself on mute, but just get yourself ready and prepare for those 2 minutes. And then when we do the roll call, then everyone says their name and where they're calling in from. But going to number 5, being respectful. This simply just means that before the call, right? Before the call, be respectful for guests, be respectful for the prospects. Questions that you might have. This is not the forum, right? We have tons of forums for questions in our support chat, things like that. But this is not the call where in the beginning, as people are getting on, you would say, hey, James, I hear you on the call. James, I have a question about, I didn't get paid last week. This is the wrong forum, right? Again, remember, we're playing team here. We're playing team. We're creating an environment, a winning environment, a championship environment for your team and for your prospects and for you. So that's going to help you be responsible. And a very last thing, at the very end, bring the energy, right? Because at the end, when it's all done, the speaker's gonna end, they're gonna finish, and we're gonna unmute the lines. And some of you are doing amazing at this, and some of you might just, it's over, you hang up. Use this opportunity at the end. This is your last chance to play a role into this call to make sure it's successful. Bring the energy at the end. Thank the speaker, thank everyone, say good morning to everyone, and just come in with that excitement, because what happens is, it's like the climax of the call. The listener is listening to everything. Think of your guests, listen to everything. They're like, this is really good. In the beginning, they realize there's a lot of people on the call. Wow, there's a lot of people on this call. They're listening to the call. This is good information. This is good information. Good information. And then all of a sudden the call ends and everyone's just like, thank you so much. This is amazing. Blah, blah, blah. And the listener is like, this is an amazing experience. Guess what they want? They want to come back again next time. They want to come back the next day. They want to be a part of this community. They want to join your team. They want to be part of PartnerCo. It all is a team effort to make this event an event that can help you build your business, leveraging these events to build your business.
Yeah. Because most people, like you all know, you've heard the saying, people will not remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel, right? Am I still coming through? Yes. I'm not breaking up.
Yes, you are.
But yeah. Okay, so that's the point of the call, is we want people to leave with an impression and to be excited and feel pumped and feel like the champions that, that each and every one of you are, and feel that energy from you. So we're excited about this call. We have an amazing lineup next week. So James, back to you.
Thank you, Harpers. My gosh, throw a lot of love in the chats below. Thank you for organizing us on this. And excellence. Doing the right principles consistently over time will bring you success. I want to make a big announcement, by the way. You guys heard that earlier this week, the Harpers went the prestigious title of president, which is really, really, like, not many people do that. But we just heard that they are not president. We have our newest CEOs in PartnerCo. Let's give them a huge round of applause. My gosh. That means there's 4,000 base commission 1 week. That means they did 3 optimized lines at the very least. Like, amazing. And Dana, how long have you guys been involved for now? It's been less than 90 days, right?
Yes, less than 90 days. We're a little over 2 months. A little over 2 months.
My gosh. And Amelia as well too. Congratulations. You're back on. So proud of you guys. And it's a win for all of us because you're representing what is absolutely possible. All right. Cool. So with that, this week's BOC is going to be incredible. Let me share this roster. These will go up into all the groups. But guys, man, look at this lineup. Monday, we got Cindy McKnight with an incredible topic. Tuesday, we have Dr. Lorette Willis. These are all senior officers and above doing amazing things. We have Liz Oshwald talking about the power of your story. We've got Tiff Ryman talking about belief. We've got Dr. P.L. Washington, who's about to be senior officer, by the way. And if you haven't heard Dr. Pia, who here was at PXP and heard Dr. Pia on stage? Like right after that, everyone, it wasn't me, everyone was like, we need Pia on more. We're like, all right, we're going to put you on for sure. And be sure to leverage these and use what the Harpers just taught us on these. And by the way, we're looking for more speakers. Like this is not one of those, oh, it's them and, you know, little old me. We would love for you to be on the call. We're always looking to share this experience. We look specifically for those that are first, at least officer and above. You have consistency in your business. You're following the systems. You're an example. And if you're interested in that, then we can chat about that. I know. So congratulations there. So let's end it with this. Who here is okay with a fun giveaway this upcoming week? You want to win some stuff. And what are we going to give away? I'll be honest. When it comes to merchandise, company branded merchandise, I don't know about you. I've been in my first company ever. I remember they had their swag and I did not want to wear it. Like, do you guys remember those old PE days where you had short shorts for the guys, right? So I remember the swag was short shorts. I have really pale legs, so it was like blinding people. I'm like, I guess I'll wear it because I want to represent, but I never wore it again. PartnerCo swag, though, is swag that you want to wear. It looks cool. And it's also comfortable. It's like the most comfortable stuff in the world. And if you have some or you need some, who here would love the opportunity to win some PartnerCo swag so that you can represent and just really be proud? They have some really cool stuff here. Okay. So we're going to do something special for just this week. This is open for everybody. So Mr. James Leonard, shout out to him. He makes all of the pretty images, and anything you see that's pretty is probably James. But we have put together a tracker. Is anyone here kind of old school? You like to track stuff. You like to write it down. Okay. We talked about this 1, 2, 3 system. James put this together in a simple worksheet. We'll put this out on the partner groups. You can print it out. You can do it online, and you can just write it in. And what's the goal? Well, this week, you can put week number 1, you're going to aim for your 2 new customers, and you're going to aim for your new brand partner that's activated. And even if you want to go ahead of schedule, you can help them start to duplicate the same thing. So you can start getting this process down. You also have your daily posts. So every day you have your 1 Breakfast of Champions call, and then you have your 2 posts a day. So you can mark it off in these little trackers. So here's how it's going to work this week. If you are able to fill in this document and you did all the daily do, the weekly do, by next Saturday, by next Academy, we're going to gather them. We'll give you ways on how you can send them in to us. We will give away. My goal is not to give away just like little stuff. I want to feel like Oprah and be like, yo, in a car. Now, maybe we won't do that, but we'll give you a lot of stuff, dependent on how excited and how many people are participating in this. But I'm curious, who here would love to participate and be a part of this giveaway? You know, so yeah, just drive towards it. It's things that we should do anyway. Have fun with it, win yourself and everything. Take everything that you learned to just put it into action. Don't let your minimum be the maximum too, by the way. Like keep on doing more as well. But do that, submit that. Take a look at all the groups. They'll be up shortly. In my next Academy, we will give the winner of that. All right, everyone. Well, it's an honor to have you here. I'm so grateful that each and every single one of you are committed to building the champion within you so that you can champion others. And truly, we are better together. Take everything that you learned today from all of our amazing speakers. Let's all give them another big round of applause. Like, wow, wow. Come back again next week. Share this replay with your teammates and Visitors will too. We'll see you on the next BOCs. Crush your 3 this week. Feel free to unmute yourself and have a great weekend. Bye-bye, guys.